This entire article is saying that women are being oppressed because they have to work harder for the attention of the top 20% of men. They're blaming men for the 80-20 rule. Just let that wash over you. Just let it just stand in the ocean and let the waves crash against you. Women are blaming men for the fact that they're only attracted to the top 20% of men, and they have to work harder. They have to pay an attention tax to attract and get noticed by those top 20% of men.
And no, guys, I don't have any vodka today.
But it's like...
You need some.
I'm like...
I need some.
I mean, okay, can anyone... I shouldn't have to say this. What is the obvious solution for these women who don't want to pay this attention tax?
Lower their standards.
Oh my god, you called it! Oh shit! Like, yes, like if you don't like competing for the top 20% of men, there's literally 80% of men that no one will touch. If you give them the slightest bit of attention, they'll be like, oh my god, a girl's messaging me. It's the greatest thing. Like, look at these poor guys on Twitch throwing money. I mean, I'm almost guilty of that at this point. People are throwing Celestina comments at me like I'm a Twitch thought. I almost feel like I should take my shirt off and squeeze my man boobs together. Just like, give you a little bit of a show. Guys. You want to see some chimp titties? But like these Twitch thoughts, all these guys are throwing all this money at them. Why? Because they just want some attention. They want some validation from a woman. The Tinder economy and online dating, so many guys are just blowing up these women. And there's, again, hypergamy floats. So as more men give them attention, as they have access to more men, their standards get higher, 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 and higher. And now all these women are chasing the same 20% of men. So not only does this confirm the 80-20 rule, women are claiming that this is oppression of women, that this is somehow sexist, and that women are being disadvantaged because they have to pay an attention tax to compete for the top 20% of men instead of just lowering their fucking standards. Because just imagine if 80% of the market was wide open. Like, think about it from a business perspective. 80% of the market is wide open. Why would you compete for the 20%? There's 80% of the goddamn market. Like, you can have everything. It's right there. And these poor guys. First of all, just get a doll, by the way. But just, like, these guys trying to get noticed. These bottom 80%.
Take my money and do some body painting.
You know what? I would seriously do that as a joke if I was still... But I've been perma-banned from Twitch. I actually thought of, because the whole body painting thing where these girls paint their naked bodies on Twitch and it's totally okay. I would have been like, all right, today we're going to rub some baby oil on Celestina's naked body. Like, just rub it. I put some pasties on her nipples and I just like, I'm going to show you how to maintain a doll. I'm just going to rub baby oil over her body and just like do that on a Twitch stream. Just maintain Celestina with a camera. With pasties over her nipples. Clearly they can't say shit because it's art, I guess.
Squeeze him, daddy.
Oh God. Okay. I kind of walked into this. We had a nice quiet stream for a while and now I'm kind of just, I'm inviting the cancer back. There's a biological evolutionary reason why men have lower standards when it comes to women. Because to be a successful woman, all you need is to be healthy and to have a working womb and a vagina. That is it.
Attitude.
You have not even that, because you could just put her in a coma, put her in a fucking medically assisted coma, and just breed her, use her like a fucking puppy mill. But look, to be that is your highest purpose as a woman is to have kids. You can fulfill that purpose in a fucking coma. Like, that's how low the standard is for women. So youth and beauty are signs of health and fertility. That's why men are attracted to youth and beauty. So if she's hot, unless she's like a porn star full of silicone or something like that, which again, if you're going to go for a girl who's full of silicone, just get a doll. They're all silicone, but at least they're honest about it. But, oh, there's that funny story about the Chinese guy. He married this girl who had a bunch of plastic surgery. And then all their kids came out fucked up because obviously plastic surgery isn't genetic. So all their kids were fucked up. And then he saw pictures of his wife before she got the surgery. And she looks like the kids. So he married her because he thought that she was beautiful and had good genes. And it turned out she didn't. And it was funny. It's the funniest story. Anyway, the point is a woman only needs to bring her youth, beauty, and fertility to the table. The reason why a woman needs a man, not only to be attractive and healthy because she wants to produce good offspring with him, but because he's also a provider and a protector, she needs him to be like, to have a good job, a stable thing, like a house, a car. There's all these other things. It's not because women are, I mean, you could say, oh, it's because women are shallow and superficial, but you have to understand the reproductive roles, even in nature. Not even, like, let's take human society off the table. Even in nature, in sexually dimorphic species where the man is bigger and stronger than the woman, the man competes for the habitat. The woman comes to the male's habitat. They have a family, and the man protects and provides for the woman. This is simply instinct. So of course women are attracted to men with money. Of course they're attracted to men who have nice houses, nice cars, and so forth. These are all signs of a good provider. And obviously men don't care. Men don't looking for a woman to provide for them. That's why they don't care about that shit. So I understand why women have these extra like qualities they look for in a man. Because if they just reproduced with, you know, a guy who has good genes, great. But then who's going to take care of them? So it's fine. The problem is, look, I understand why women want the top 20% of men. But you're not oppressed. You're fucking yourself. If you can't compete for the top 20% of men, just lower your standards and you'll be fine. There's plenty of decent guys in the bottom 80%. We're not talking about like the bottom 40%. We're talking about the bottom 80%. These are like middle class guys with jobs. We're not talking about like fucking poor guys on fucking welfare with drug problems. We're talking about guys with decent jobs and good family values and shit like that. They're being passed over for like, well, you're not 6 foot tall. Yeah, your dick isn't 2 feet long. You know, shit, stupid shit. Just stop. Or just accept that you're a shallow cunt, and when you end up alone because you can't compete with all the other women competing for the... Because look, here's the end of it. After this, we'll move on. You're only going to get, in a monogamous society, taking harems off the table, in a monogamous society, you're only going to get the top 20% of men if you are in the top 20% of women. So if you're not in the top 20% of women, if you're in that 80% of women chasing the top 20% of men, and you're far away from the top 20% of women, you're wasting your time. Your best case scenario is he uses you for sex. And you could try to trap him with a baby and all the other shit like that, but that's your only go-to. Like, instead of trying to trap one of these rich men with a baby because you threw your pussy at them, why don't you just find a guy in the bottom 80% that's a little bit more your speed and actually have a decent life instead of going on welfare and living off of child support and fucking your life up. But what do I know? I'm just a monkey with a sex doll. Let's move on.